I got up so early today because we're going on that historic trip to Bristol Museum with the elders, the Windrush elders, their families, their friends, and we're going to look at the impact of the slave trade and the enslavement of Africans and what that means for our Windrush migrants today, and what lessons can be learned from history about the way that we treat people, about the way we relate, and the debt that is owed to those who have given so much to Wales. So it's about learning, sharing, caring.
And when we go into the museum, you know, the lady that was explaining things to us as well, you know, which have a lot of things I didn't know much about. You know, we learn history in school, but sometimes you forget. You get older, isn't it? So it was good. I enjoyed every minute of it.
So then I learned much about slavery and how my foreparents was taken into slavery and the way they were treated. And I'm still asking the question about today, how they're going to treat us being in this country now. You know, will they look at us different, or will they look at us the same way as how they look at our foreparents?
I really understand more about the culture and the Windrush and everything. We never really understand a lot about, because I know I born and brought up in Jamaica, but all these things that's going along, no, I never really understand much about it. You know, for the parents, they never tell you much.
As if those people had politics, they had hierarchy, they had the kings, their queens, their whole infrastructure and everything, and yet the British believe that they can leave here and go and do that and take over people's country. And as long as I live, I'll never be able to come to terms.
Life is what you make of it. And what I see my ancestors have passed through, I must give God the glory for where we are now today. Because we have fought a lot of fights. And I just hope that the rest will continue to fight it.
I always said I would never survive to be free from slavery, because a lot of what's going on, I wouldn't see freedom because I wouldn't take it. You know. So today, what I experience here, like, you know, it's a very much eye-opener. At my age, I'm 83 years of age, and what I have seen, it's touched me to the core of my stomach.
Enjoyed the day, and I'm glad we've had this opportunity to be able to do these visits, to find out more about my history and the history of my ancestors. It's particularly poignant for me, this one, because I was born on the island of Nevis, to know that my ancestors probably came through the Bristol port. So that's particularly poignant for me. But I think it's good for all of us, no matter which islands we come from or whether we were born here but have ancestors from the Caribbean, that it's important to know our history and to pass it on to our own children. Yeah.
A vast experience, education, history, to know what our forefathers went through. And the positive thing I would like out of this is for it to be taught in schools and turn around in a positive way, that children coming up will have a different aspect of how to go forward in this and act it out in a more positive manner, so that the learning curve for them will be that they will think positive.
I found it difficult to listen to, but I think it's because I'm already feeling quite emotional because of the recent 500 anniversary of it was King Charles I of Spain gave permission for the transatlantic slave trading. So to hear that going on today was impacting what had already affected me from the other day. So I'm going to be honest, I had to pop in and out of the room just to process everything. I think it's a very, very important part of world history. It's not just British history, it changed the world.
It was brilliant, amazing, having Sue, the curator of the museum, explaining to us the history of British slavery in Britain, and also particularly in Bristol, that was heavily involved in the slave trade, and how many slaves that were actually captured and used in the world was actually astounded to think what our ancestors went through.
But it was kind of a bittersweet, because thinking about it, it makes you feel a bit sad, but it was wonderful, because we're rising. Because of them, we're rising. So it was wonderful, lovely day.
All what went on shouldn't, because we are all God creation, and God made white and God made black. And we're supposed to live together as one, because we are one in the eyes of the Lord.
It's been such an enriching, empowering, thought-provoking day. Exceeded my expectations, really, because I felt that perhaps today would be another lesson in the timeline for the elders, but it has been quite personal and a journey that all of us need to undertake to understand what actually happened to our ancestors. Our children need to know what actually happened in the continent of Africa and in the Caribbean.
Thank you to the Welsh Government for sponsoring us, supporting us.
Overwhelmingly grateful to Julie James, the leader of the House and the Chief Whip, for funding these Windrush trips for our elders. It's been life-changing for some of them just to learn about their own history, many that have not been told, many that have not been discovered, some that are hidden in plain sight, and we're so delighted that we can do these trips with the Welsh Government's support and make this a reality in their lifetimes.